Hi, I'm Kevin. I help people master their message. Look, in spite of what we sometimes think may have been a mess, uh, really celebrating the testimony as opposed to looking at what we could have thought as the test. Um, I came on because I just heard one of the most amazing women I've ever heard speak. And let me tell you why it was so amazing. Um, she was someone just like everybody else out here trying to find their why, get out here and help people. A lot of people I help are speakers, authors, coaches, thought leaders, people like that really, they have products or services, but sometimes not knowing how to connect with the camera, not knowing how to truly show and be who they're really called to be. And so my job is looking at them and helping them put it together. And so when I heard this lady talk, what I love was she had one thing she was really going for. And here's the most beautiful thing of all. At least she was out here trying. At least she was out on the path, on her journey, really actually doing what she wanted to do. She didn't know who the client was going to be, but she was out here and she was trying to make it work. And that right there is so commendable. If you can understand and agree with that, just type in chat. Yeah, I agree. Because sometimes, watch this. Sometimes we know we should be out here either online speaking, out here helping somebody, doing what we need to do to really make an impact and make a difference. And yet we can find ourselves sometimes shrinking because of the visibility. Sometimes we can find ourselves shrinking because we don't want people to know, yeah, I should be doing this, but I'm a little too afraid. But what was fascinating, and this is what made me want to go live on all these different platforms, just to help, because it helped me. And I want people to remember their why. And so as she was talking, she was like, she has a son and he's going to be doing a procedure. He's transgender and she's out in Washington. And though she was like, I really didn't understand as a parent, I've always supported my son. And what was fascinating was that, she's crying and going live and saying, I thought I was supposed to be helping these people. But my son had a friend who actually went first and he had no one to support him. And it really hurt her heart. So the friend was staying with them. And as the friend was staying with them, she began to recognize, where's the parent in all of this? I said, I'm a parent. Where's his parent? I don't understand. And so now her son's going to go the same procedure that the friend went through. And though it's scary, and she's standing in fear because of some of the legislation that may actually go against them. She's like, I got to do something. Like, where are the parents? And watch this. And this is what got me more than anything. While she's out here trying to go find these people, as she's building her business, she began to recognize it's the parents that's really the passion. It's those people that she needs to actually talk to. And though that was not why she originally started speaking and going online and really, trying to help people that way, she found her passion stumbling through action. Oh, write that down. Sometimes you can find your passion as you stumble through action. But you gotta get out here. You gotta be seen. People gotta hear your stories, hear what's going on. So watch this. I'm in Texas. I don't know what I'm watching because I'm like, well, that's not my thing. But as I'm hearing her passion, the tears, and how she was looking for purpose over there and found it over here, I felt a shiver down my spine in Texas. Because I know what it's like to have something inside and really want to help people, but shrink. You know what I mean? I know what it's like to really want to inspire and help the world, but because whatever this is going on in my head, my own head chatter, my own, you know how it is. Y'all know how you do with your head chatter. And you're thinking, maybe I'm not enough. Maybe somebody won't agree with me. Maybe if I say this, they may go after me. And so sometimes we do this as supposed to help people. Hey, what's going on, Franklin? Stumbling through action. Exactly. So, and Franklin, I love that you said you actually typed that because I want you to see, even though, watch this, you may not know who you're supposed to be helping, you will never find it sitting on the sidelines. We've got to get out here and start talking. We've got to get out here and start being. We've got to get out here and begin to just open your mouth and speak. Let somebody know, hey, I'm out here. Hi, my name is, hey, I'm Frankie. Hey, I'm Kevin. I'm whoever. And I'm out here serving the world and I'm looking for you. And in the action, Frankie, what could possibly happen is this. You're out here championing people, at least thinking you're supposed to be over here, but you may find yourself stumbling into passion and purpose and possibility only when you're in action, and it could be over there. That's what the lady did. And that's what was so fascinating. So as she was talking, it just helped me tap back into my why. Because here's my story. Watch this. I knew, if my mom was watching this, I knew when I was this high, I'm talking like 8 years old, 9 years old, 10 years old, I was supposed to be speaking in some form or fashion, but I was terrified. I was, I ain't doing all that. I was bullied when I was younger. I was teased and called everything other than Kevin. And I actually believed it. I had this memory, to keep it on, that's one of the things, but this photographic memory that sometimes would smash the curve because it was easy to take tests for me. It was easy to just show up and just, but everybody didn't like that. Open your mouth and speak. I have to get in again. You're right, Frankie. Open your mouth and speak. Yes. Hey, what's going on, Jane? I haven't seen you in a while. So what I love more than anything is that I told God, look, they don't like me. I was this young. Not this, no, not. You know how Paul say when I was a child, I act like a child. I thought as a child. I understood as a child. Well, when I was a child, I said, God, they don't like me. I can't get out there and do this thing called purpose. You must be crazy. I told God, you must be crazy. I'm not getting out there. No. Absolutely not. So watch this, guys. I grew up still smashing curves, still making hundreds on tests, not even studying. And science was so easy. And I saw the money in doctors or pharmacy or whatever. And I just put a white jacket on purpose and said, I'll go over there. I can speak over there and make money and come home and be okay. Yeah, anybody ever done it before? Where you knew you should be doing something. Look, not something. You should have been doing something. And you decided to do like me and settle and sit down on top of what you should be standing in. Yeah, that's what happened. And that's how I got in healthcare, to be honest. I didn't get in because I necessarily loved it. I got in because I was hiding and told God, you must be crazy. I'm not doing that. They bullied me. They talked about me. They told me who I was not. And hell, I believe them. No, absolutely not. So we would have, look, Frank and Jay, we would have knocked down, drag out arguments with me and God in the corner. Look, by myself. I ain't doing all that. You crazy. Heck, look, I was like, hell no. I even told God, hell no. I'm surprised he didn't smite me down here in Louisiana or Texas because I was cussing in both of them. But I'm being real. All my Christian friends, if this is too much for you to handle, just turn the channel off. I'm having real conversations with real people. Because sometimes this purpose and passion stuff is too scary. It's like, no. Look, I digress. Now, yeah, it is what it is. But anyway, I'm getting back to the story. So as I'm watching this woman, she just reminded me that, like, even the people I'm helping, I just launched this course last week. And what I love more than anything, I won't forget when I was telling God, I'm not doing that. No, I don't want to speak. No, I don't want to help people. They didn't like me. I don't want to help them. And I heard God say, don't forget Paul. Paul says, when I was young, I spoke like a child, understood like a child, and thought like a child. Kevin, you're a man. Man up. I was like, oh, yeah, that's right. I am a man. So I had to put away my childish thinking and stand in top of purpose of what I always knew. Otherwise, he was not going to give me a good night's sleep. Type that in chat. Sometimes if you don't do what you're supposed to do, you may not get a good night's sleep. You could make a great salary. You could settle and get a phenomenal house, great all this. You got the kids doing all these different things. And yet inside, if you were like me, you could be dying. The computer agrees. Dying. Yes. So here's the deal. So this woman with her transgender son crying in Washington because legislation is saying basically, you're a bad person if you help your child do this. So now they got laws against her. And she's like, oh my God, like, where are the parents? And she found herself saying, I'm their voice. I should be their voice. I'm doing this, but I need to be over here doing that because here's my heart. Here's my passion. Here's my own kid. And now guess what happened? Out of her passion and out of her action now becomes a bigger story that she can truly hold on to because she's got her own experience first. And now with this passion and tears of something she really cares about, she can go out there and help other people. So I'm just out here to say, we may have forgot our why. We may have sometimes, and not even forgot it, but keep it real. Some of us are being lazy and sitting on it saying, I ain't doing all that, just like I did. I'm not doing that. No, it's going to make me too visible. No, I don't know what to say. No, if I get out there, it may not come out right. No, I'm not going to do none of that. No. Anybody? And yet, are you getting a good night's sleep? What will it cost you not to do that? Let me ask another question. Who is being hurt because you're not standing in who you're called to be? Just chew on that for a moment. Who's actually waiting for you to stand and look, dance with the fear that may be scaring you. Dance with the possibility that maybe you won't get it right the first time. Dance with the possibility that on your journey, you are going to fail. Please get that together. Anytime we do anything new, we're going to fail. All my adult humans who are scared to fail and want everything perfect. That's something I had to grip with. Ding, 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 ding. Yes, if you start something new, you're gonna fail. And guess what? And you're not gonna die. Type that in chat. I'm gonna fail the first time I do something new, and I'm not gonna die. That was a lesson I needed to get. Because I was like, you know what? Okay, fine. I get out there and help some of these folks. But then I'm gonna tell you, I was hiding going, but I don't want about to see me mess up. I don't want about to see me. And I come up, y'all, anybody like me, you come up with all these reasons why you ain't gonna, you're not gonna do your why. So you sit back in the cut watching everybody else win. I ain't doing all that. Heck no. Jane says you're a rock star. Sounds like me. No good. See what I'm saying? So here's the deal. If you can now embrace the fact, adults who are doing something new, adults who want to help people, adults who want to be visible online and maybe scared, adults who need to be storytelling, and connecting with your people and getting them in, let me be the first to say you are going to fail. I learned that from one of my coaches. And guess what? You're gonna live. Just think about a time that you were scared to do something. Was it riding a bike and you fell? Was it walking and you were doing a Frankenstein dance and you still failed, but you got back up again? What was it? What was that thing? Did they say you needed to go swim and the water looked too deep and you, oh my God, I'm going to die, and you did it anyway and you live? Find one of the experiences like that and go, oh wow, I remember. Michael Jackson, do you remember the time? Yeah, you may quote fail, but guess what? Adult humans that are scared to do anything, adult humans that need to be out here working and helping your people, adult humans that should be out here talking to your folks and stop being afraid. Guess what? You may not get it right the first time, but you ain't gonna die. You may fall completely on the floor, and guess what? You get back up again because you're not gonna die. That's what I want you to know. So I came out here to just look. I don't know why. I saw this woman. And then her story about her son, and while she's over here, look, she's over here in the corner trying to find her passion with something else. At least she was in action, but on the way, and she was building with this over here. She was building and creating and designing and doing all these things over there on her way, helping her child over here. Let me go ahead and support him while he do. That's when she recognized, wait a minute. As she found the tears, wait a minute, this is my child. Wait a minute, they're making laws against my child who wants to be. Wait a minute, how dare you tell my child who he is and who he's not? Wait a minute. And in that wait a minute, while she's supporting him on the way to building a business, she found more passion. She found a passion to connect to other parents that now are being affected by the same law, saying, wait a minute. So let this message find you. If you're sitting in your mess as opposed to creating a message, if you are waiting in your test versus being in action and making a testimony, please be clear. Please get back in touch with your why. Please get back in touch with your creator. If it's like me and this God, we're good. God, I'm sorry. I know I need to be doing this stuff. Let me try something. It may not work. It's okay. God, I'm sorry. I don't know what the heck I'm doing, whatever you want to say. And yet I'm going to get out here and do it anyway because I want to have a good night's sleep, number one. But number two, maybe I should change number 1 and 2. I need to make an impact first, then I can have a good night's sleep. However you need to say it. Let me make my impact first and then have a good night's sleep. That right there will then begin to produce more productivity in your life. It'll begin to have more purpose in your life. So then all you need to do is just find the greatness called you. So is it being a better leader? Is it being a person that's more of an, you're out here in the trenches, you got a product, a service, or a book, and you're too afraid to talk about it? Is it out here really championing what you really believe, but you don't even know where to start? And, oh my God, help me, Lord. I don't know what to. Just begin. Type that in chat. Just begin. And tell that little child inside of you that may be driving you like it was driving me. Look, when you were a child, you may have understood as a child, you may have thought as a child, and you may have even spoken as a child. But woman, man, you are not a child anymore. Put away childish things and get yourself into action. Speak, talk, connect, impact, be, so that other people that need your help can now come to you because you have what they need. If that resonates with you in any kind of way, just type amen in chat because I feel like amen coming on. I don't care. Hey, hallelujah. I agree. Type whatever it is if your soul is actually on fire, because I'm not talking to your head. I need to move past this and hit this. This is where the human spirit lies. It doesn't matter about what you tell yourself. In fact, it doesn't matter about the lie you may have told yourself. It don't care that you're settling and you hiding in a relationship you shouldn't be in. It doesn't care that you may be hiding in a job you shouldn't be in. Ooh. It doesn't care that you're hiding your brilliance because you don't want somebody else to be impacted by how bright you really are. It doesn't care. The human spirit says just be. What's our challenge today? What will we create today? So I came on because I was inspired by a woman who was in action over there trying to build her business, speaking and talking. But on her way to supporting her child over here, she truly found her passion and her purpose. So if you are one who's going, oh my God, I don't know who the person is that's going to buy from me. Start worrying about who's going to buy from you. Start worrying about what do you care about. If you worry about, oh my God, how am I going to monetize this? Start worrying about the money part. Start worrying about the message. Hello, what's your message? Don't worry about, oh my God, this is a test. Start thinking about the testimonial and the soul you're going to save. Are you going to get it right on the first time? No. I just took away all your stress. No, you're going to fail, just like me. No, you're not going to get it right, just like me and everybody else. No, it may not come out the way you want it to be, but I tell you what, just like a baby, we don't throw the baby out when he falls the first time. At least I hope you didn't throw yours out. We don't throw away the kid who can't ride the bike and stand their knee on the first time. What do we tell them? Get back up, do it again. Get back up, do it again. Get back up, do it again. That is resilience. That's that bounce back muscle. That's how you're going to become the person you say. All you people watching Michelle Obama's book, Becoming, that's how you're going to become. You're going to get out there and you're going to fail. You're going to get, when she tried, they called her all kind of names. They called her every name other than Michelle Obama. Some of the people that didn't like her, all the ones that wanted to hate on her, called her everything other than her. And guess what she did? She took a licking and kept on kicking because she also knows when I'm out here and I'm in action, they can only shoot arrows up because I'm doing something. That means they're down watching, eating popcorn, shooting at you from the bottom. But those in the cheap seats, they're not in action like you. So get on out there. Remember your why. Tap in. Get out here. We need your help, Jane. We need your help, Frankie. And anybody else who's watching, we need you on this ball. Help me. Join me. Because it's not fun to look soar on your own and everybody else is sitting back watching. Get out here. Get in the game. Let's go. Remember your why. Because somebody, you got to ask this question. What will it cost you if you don't? Who is hurting because you will not? Who's now not feeling the value that they could because you're scared of visibility? That's the question I leave you. And I just want to say, I'm Kevin, helping you master your message, but I wanted to tap into remember your why. Take care.